Subtracting fractions, regrouping. The first question we have is 5 and 1/3 subtract 3 and 5/6. The first thing we are going to do is to subtract the whole numbers. 5 take away 3 is 2. Secondly, I have to subtract the fractions. However, the rule of thumb is before I add or subtract fractions, I must ensure that I have common denominators. If I don't have common denominators, then I have to find the LCM. So as we can see here, our denominators are not common, so I have to find the LCM. What is the LCM of 3 and 6? The LCM of 3 and 6 is 6. The next step is to divide and then multiply. 3 into 6 is 2. 1 times 2 is 2. Write back my operation sign. 6 into 6 is 1, and 5 times 1 is 5. Now, as we can see here, we have 2 subtract 5. 2 cannot subtract 5, so what we are going to do is that we're going to regroup. We're going to borrow 1 from the whole number. So if I borrow 1 from this whole number, I would remain with 1. Now, the 1 that I'm borrowing, I cannot just put this 1 here. This is going to be incorrect. The 1 that I am borrowing is 6. So it's going to be whatever the denominator is. Okay, so the 1 that I'm borrowing is 6. I'm going to add 6 to my numerator 2. And my new number is going to be 8. So now I have to subtract 5 from 8. And I would get 3/6. Now remember, I have a whole here, so my answer is 1 and 3/6. Another thing to note when subtracting fractions, adding them, multiplying them, or dividing them, we must always give our answer in its reduced form. 3/6 is a proper fraction, but it can be reduced. The highest common factor that can go into 3 and 6 is 3. 3 into 3 is 1, and 3 into 6 is 2. So now our final answer is going to be 1 whole and a half. Here we have 5 and a half, subtract 2 and 7/10. Again, the first thing we are going to do is subtract our whole numbers. 5 take away 2 is going to give me 3. The second step is to ensure that I have common denominators. What is the LCM of 2 and 10? That is going to be 10. What's my next step? Divide old denominator into new, and then the answer I get, I'm going to multiply to my numerator. 2 into 10 is 5, and 5 ones is 5. Write back my operational sign. I do the same thing on the other side, and as we can see here, this fraction has the same denominator, so I can just write back my numerator, which is 7. Okay? Now it's time to subtract. 5 take away 7. Could 5 take away 7? No, it can't. So we need to regroup. We need to borrow 1 from our whole number. If I take 1 from 3, I am going to remain with 2. So the whole here is 10. So I'm going to add 10 to this number, and my new number is going to be 15. 15 take away 7 is going to give me 8. So my whole number 2 comes back here. My numerator will be 8/10. So here I have 2 and 8/10. And again, my answer must be in its reduced form. 8/10 is a proper fraction. So to reduce it, I have to use the highest common factor that could go into 8 and 10. And that is going to be 2. 2 into 8 is 4. And 2 into 10 is 5. So my answer is 2 wholes and 4/5. Let's do our next question. Here I have 6 and 5/8 take away 2 and 3/4. Again, I am going to subtract my whole numbers first. 6 take away 2 is going to give me 4. I don't have common denominators, so I must find the LCM. The LCM of 8 and 4 is 8. Then I'm going to divide denominator into denominator. And the answer I get, I'm going to multiply to my numerator. As we can see here, we have the same denominator, so I can just write back my numerator. Take away 4 into 8, the same thing I'm doing on both sides. I'm dividing, and the answer I get, I am multiplying. 4 into 8 is 2, 3 2s are 6. So here now I have 5 take away 6. Could 5 take away 6? No. So I need to regroup. I need to borrow 1 from the whole. I'll remain with 3. The 1 that I took, I cannot write 1 here. Okay, I have to look at my denominator to see what the whole is. It is 8. So it's going to be 8 plus this number, 13. So now I have 13 take away 6, and this is going to give me 7 over 8. Let's not forget our whole number. So our final answer is going to be 3 and 7 over 8. 7 over 8 is a proper fraction and it cannot be reduced any further. So this is how we subtract fractions with regrouping.